Приветствую, меня зовут PascalOz, и вы на канале PascalOz Valorant. В данном видео мы провели интервью с актером озвучки Совы в английской версии игры, с Аароном Водовозом. Данное видео обещает быть интересным. Используйте субтитры, если вы вдруг не понимаете английского языка. Или же, если вы иностранец, то вы будете понимать то, что буду говорить я. Мы начинаем, а вам мы желаем приятного просмотра. Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Good to see you here.
Yeah,
I didn't expect to be able to contact you because your character is quite popular, so his voice actor is also famous. Our interview will take place in the format of a podcast, what is we will just communicate and our conversation will be recorded in audio format and we're superimposed on video,
Great. Sounds fantastic.
Yes. Okay, let's start.
Tell us, how did Riot Games find you? Maybe you have some acquaintance with employers of Riot Games you were found in some recommendation.
So the way they usually find people is they have auditions. So they invite different actors that they find interesting or like their voice to come and record some of the lines of the game. So that's what they did. They contacted my agent and they asked if I could come for an audition. I showed up to their studios, and then with the director of the game, he basically put me into a booth, a recording booth with a microphone and a screen with all the lines, and we just worked on it. We just went through maybe 200 or 200 different lines, and he would direct me, tell me how to change things or adjust things, and then try it again. And after having done that first audition, then usually they decide, okay, yeah, that's the guy we want or not the guy we want or whatever. But in this case with Valorant and Riot Games, so they had to do it again. So I came back again for a second audition, and I was like, if the first one was only 2 hours, this was a 4-hour session, and we went through everything again. And then I had to wait again for a while for them to decide if they wanted to use my voice or not. And then finally they came back and said, yeah, okay, we like your voice. So let's do it.
We heard that someone else could have been cast as the Sova. What can you tell us about this guy? Do you know him?
Yeah, there was another actor that was, well, obviously, because when they audition for these things, it's not just you who goes for the audition. They have several people they think about or are interested in. And so there was another guy who I met during the audition, and I knew the guy anyway. We've done some work before together, so it was kind of very, I mean, he's also a Russian guy, and he would fit the character, I thought, very well too. But we would just meet before we'd go into our own auditions, and it was, at that point when you're sat opposite each other waiting to go for an audition, or when he comes out of his and I'm about to go into mine, there's nothing really there's no power in your hands. If they decide to go with him, they decide to go with him. And I was just very lucky that they decided to go with me, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, it's part of it. It's part of the kind of industry, not only for voiceover games or like voiceover in general. It's also part of it, like for acting in general. You go to an audition for a part for a film or a TV show, you're gonna start seeing the same people come to these auditions because you're probably the same kind of typecast or whatever it is. So you get to know the other people pretty well. So yeah, that's kind of how I got to see him, and we got to fight over the part, and I'm glad I got it.
You did a great Russian accent in the voice of the Sova. You also have a Russian surname. Can you tell me if you have any Russian relatives or if you are from Russia yourself?
Yeah, sure. Well, you just found out yourself that yes, I definitely have. Both of my parents are Russian, and my surname is Russian, Vodovoz, which I absolutely love. And it's yeah. I mean, I grew up speaking Russian. У меня была няня, которая kind of like, she's taught me how to read Russian. I feel very much that a lot of the Russian culture came through when I was younger. I remember I remember I went to Moscow for the first time a couple of years ago, and I felt suddenly everything was written in Russian. All the food, pilmeni or borscht. I felt like I was back at home and my mom was making food, you know? So I definitely feel like I feel connected to Russia in a way. And yeah, I can speak Russian too.
We heard what you and our Valorant character voice actors are preparing something interesting. Can you give us a little hint as to what it might be?
I wish I could, man. I wish I could. That's probably one of the things I'm absolutely not allowed to do. But I just, what we were just saying is that yesterday I had a recording for something else that Riot Games is planning on releasing sometime in the future, and that it had some Russian involved in it. I mean, a little bit, but I was just really, really happy that you know, there was some Russian that I could actually showcase. And also, while they send me this line, they were like, you know, what does this line mean? And I wasn't sure, because I was like, okay, I speak Russian, I understand Russian, but sometimes it's, you know, and I don't understand everything or know everything for 100% sure. So I was like, let me just text my parents. So I just had to text them, be like, hey, Mom. And then and that would help me for the actual recording. But yeah, I can't tell you what it is, and I guess you'll have to see when it comes out.
We also know what you saw the voice actor of Phoenix when you did the voice acting, and you probably saw photos of other voice actors or an interview with them. Tell us, would you like to meet any of these actors? For example, how do you like Jack Beautiful voice actor?
Yeah, so I got to see the back of Phoenix, which I got excited about, and I got excited about it just because I'd already heard his lines, and you know, the first cinematic that came out with Jet and Phoenix, just that action-packed kind of, you know, scene of them hunting each other, it just looked so cool and so great. So when I saw him walk past me, I was so excited to actually like, oh, that's him, that's the guy. But I'd love to meet any and all the other voice actors. I really, you know, I really can't wait to meet all of them, because they all just sound so fucking great. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse in this, but they all sound great. And yeah, I'd love to meet Jet, I'd love to meet Phoenix. I mean, who else is in there? The thing is, I don't play the game. That is something that I'm really disappointed about. Well, yeah, personally, I have never played the game yet, so I'm waiting to be able to, like, because I don't have a PC. You know, I have a Mac, which sucks for me, but I can't wait to actually be able to play the game and hear all the other voices properly. But yes, if you can organize something, okay, maybe you can do it. I'd love to meet the other guys.
Well, finally, can we expect you to continue voicing the Sova? Will you continue this work as a voice actor in Riot Games?
I mean, yeah, I'd love to. I don't see why not. I'd love to continue doing the voice for Sova, and you know, as long as people like yourself, you, and everybody else, and Jonas, or you know, you guys enjoy playing the character and playing Valorant in general, then yeah, hell yeah, I definitely want to continue doing the voice for him.
What would you like to convey to Russian Valorant players? Maybe some guidance or advice?
Ну, сначала скажу здравствуйте всем, привет. И
все такие удивленные.
Да, что? На русском умею разговаривать. Я вас всех очень люблю. Спасибо, что вы играете в Valorant и Sova, that you play with Sova. Честно сказать, any big advice, keep kicking ass. У меня больше, чем это, честно сказать, нету, что сказать. Ну, большое спасибо, что вы играете, что вам, that you enjoy playing the game and keep enjoying it.
Okay, thank you so much, Aaron, for this time. We are really glad that you responded and participated in this podcast. Okay, I think goodbye. We can end this разговор. Это
Да, спасибо большое. И до следующего раза.
Может быть, мы еще увидимся, да?
Может быть.
Вот и подошло к концу наше интервью. Я, как и вы, наверное, был удивлен знанию русского языка у Аарона. Мы даже с ним успели поболтать по-русски. Да, я понимаю, что Сова это русский персонаж, и Аарон, естественно, тоже должен быть русским, но все-таки поговорить с самим Совой на русском языке, это того стоило. Сразу скажу, что Аарон приятный человек, что в интервью, что вне его. Ждем новых войслайнов от актера озвучки Совы. Ну от вас я жду активности и комментариев. Переходите по ссылкам в описании, не забывайте про лайки и подписки. С вами был Паскаль и мой канал PascalOz Valorant. До скорого!